I do want to welcome you to our business presentation, folks. And you know what? It's true. The only thing missing from this picture is you. Let's get started right away with telling you about our product. We're in the fabulous $7 trillion a year travel business, and we teach people how to travel for pennies on the dollar. Now, imagine for a moment that you have our phenomenal travel packages. You're an elite traveler with access to all the deals out there. To be able to open up your packages and have access to go just about anywhere in the world for a fraction of the cost. Maybe you'd like to utilize one of our certificates and be able to stay at a fabulous hotel for just the taxes. Can you feature that? When you get the bill, it's just the taxes? Listen, we've all done that, and I have to tell you, it's absolutely awesome. Or maybe you'd like to go online and reserve one of our fabulous resort vacations. Do this and save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on one single vacation. Imagine staying at some of the finest resorts on the planet, all over the world, at prices you could only dream about. Or maybe you'd really like to spoil yourself even more and pick from our all-inclusive package. Man, this is where you show up at the resort in your room, the meals, the drinks, the gratuities, and all the activities on the beach at the resort, they're all included. Now that's the way to travel. Choose from thousands of locations worldwide. With our packages and the choices you have, you'll be absolutely amazed. Now, take a moment and go with me on a quick tour to see just a small sampling of where we might go. How about the Great Wall of China, folks? Maybe go to Washington and see the Space Needle. How about that view of the Eiffel Tower? Maybe go see the Alamo. Or how about going to Turkey and see the Blue Mosque? Maybe go to Easter Island in Chile. How about going to see Lady Liberty? Why not go see Stonehenge in England? How about the Liberty Bell, folks, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Maybe see the Colosseum at night in Rome, Italy. Maybe go to the Arch in St. Louis. Breathtaking. How about Mount Rushmore in South Dakota? Stockholm, Sweden. How about going to see Vatican City? How about the Golden Gate Bridge, folks? Niagara Falls. Maybe take a ride on the Maid of the Mist. I highly recommend it. Maybe go see the Taj Mahal. How about go to Israel and see the Cave of the Dead Sea? Maybe go to Russia. Maybe see the Kremlin. How about the Great Pyramids in Egypt? Maybe you'd just like to have a little beach like that, just an island all your own in the Caribbean. How about Canada? Look at how breathtaking. Maybe Italy on the coast. Colorado with the beautiful pink skies that they have. Germany. How about Hawaii, folks? Isn't that beautiful? How about Ireland? What a coastline. I'd like to go see the Cook Islands. How about Japan? Mexico. Another shot of Hawaii, folks. Look at that. It's just waiting on you. Let me give you some travel facts. You know, the travel industry pulls approximately $1.3 trillion annually in the U.S. alone, and $7 trillion worldwide. You know, that makes it the fastest growing industry in the world. It's growing 23% faster than the global economy. Travel is expected to double to $14 trillion worldwide in the next 10 years. Now, of that economy, tourism accounts for almost 11% of all consumer spending worldwide. Travel spending alone averages $1.4 billion per day. That means every single hour people are spending $59 million. That's incredible. You know, travel organizations predict a 500% increase in travel between now and 2025. And travel's the fastest growing business on the internet. You know, cruise lines have ordered over 30 new ships over the past few years just to keep up with the demand. Now, some of the things that you must have as a criteria when you're looking for a business, folks, is you have to have the right pay plan. Now, if you've been diligent and looking at pay plans, you'll surely agree that you cannot beat this pay plan. First of all, you'll be paid daily, and you'll be paid first. Imagine making $1,000, $3,000, $3,200, $7,000, or even $9,705 every time someone orders your product or joins your business. Delivered right to your front door, and man, that's just a tip of the iceberg. You know, then you should ask about the timing of this business. Is this product in demand now, and how's it looking for the future? Well, remember, travel is over $7 trillion a year right now, soon to be $14 trillion. You know, your next concern should be, how will I receive the training to be successful? Well, first of all, you're going to have your own personal mentor, and they're going to be there for you every step of the way. Above and beyond that, we have training websites in place, recorded calls, live training calls, and an arsenal of tools that is absolutely unbelievable. Your success is paramount to all of us. You know, next you should be thinking about marketing. We have more than a dozen live calls a week for your training and advancement. We cover every aspect of the coastal business. We have state-of-the-art websites. You know what? We actually have 4 websites for your business. We have a retail site, a presentation site, an income site, and a business-to-business site. We have an unlimited incoming toll-free service with 10 extensions for you to use. We have a back office that nothing can rival. Autoresponder messages already written for you, scripts loaded up for you. You know what, folks? The tools go on and on. Be on our new associate call on Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll get an idea of just how many tools we have here. And you can get that number from the person that sends you to this site. It all depends upon how you get started as to how much money you can make. If you get that starter package and you get qualified there, you're going to make a profit of at least $1,000. That premier package, you get qualified there, you're going to make a profit of $3,200 on like packages. But if you start at that platinum package and you get qualified there, you're going to earn $9,705 on like packages. That's incredible, folks. Now, also keep in mind that you're able to upgrade from any membership to a higher membership at any time in your business. However, by getting started with that platinum membership, you're going to save time, effort, and money. You're going to be positioning yourself for the greatest profits in the shortest possible time. Now, if you decide to build a team, there's a lot more money to make. Now, let's say Jill decides to market a package. She's going to owe you 2 package profits to become qualified. Now, let me show you how that's going to look. Now, Jill's going to market a package to Sarah and John. Jill's going to pass those 2 people and their profits up to you as her training pay. Now, that means that you'll make at least $2,000 and maybe as much as $19,410, and you'll have 2 new people to work with. Now you're going to be working with those 2 new people, Sarah and John. So Sarah's going to market 2 packages so she can become qualified. She's going to sell a package to Lynn and 1 to Ted. She's going to pass both of those profits and the people up to you. Now John, he's going to market a package to Jane and Jerry. Both of those profits come to you, and so do the 2 new people to work with. Now, that means that you have 4 new profits and 4 new people to work with. So 4 times 1,000 would be at least 4,000, or maybe 4 times 9,705. Man, that would be $38,820. Now, you have to add that 2,000 from before to the 4,000, and that makes you 6,000. And maybe, just maybe, you could have made up to $58,230. Now, Lynn, Ted, Jane, and Jerry, they all must market 2 packages to be qualified. That means that there's 8 more people and their profits headed to you. So 8 times 1,000 is 8,000, plus the 6,000 from before. That means you've made at least $14,000. Or maybe 8 times 9,705. That's $77,640. Add that to the $58,230 from before. We're talking about the possibility of $135,870. Incredible. Now, those 8, they're going to bring in 2 because they want to get qualified. That's 16 new people to work with and 16 more profits that are coming to you. Now, 16 times 1,000, of course, is 16,000. Added to the 14,000 from before, that's $30,000, folks, that you'd have made. Or, what if those were platinum sales? 16 times $9,705. That's $155,280, plus the $135,870 from before. Folks, that's a total of $292,250 possible. That's incredible. Now, stop and think here for just a minute. With just 30 people in your business, you've made at least $30,000. And maybe, just maybe, it might have been $292,250. Now, does it stop here? Of course not. Those 16 people, they want to get qualified, so they each bring in 2. That's 32. Those 32, they're going to want to get qualified too, so they bring in 2. That's 64. Those 64 become 128. Folks, listen to me. This continues to double through infinity. It never stops. That's incredible. Now, stop and think for a moment. How did all this get started? Remember, you brought in that one person who brought in 2, and so on and so on. Well, ask yourself this. What if in the beginning there you'd have brought in 2 people, not just 1? Then you just double the results we were talking about. What if you initially brought in 5? 5 times the amounts we were just talking about. Folks, the point about this is you can bring as many people into this business as you want. There's no limit. So, what do you really want to make from this business? The truth is, it's up to you. Now, you finish doing the math out and see just what you have your hands on here. Now, you might be asking yourself, what sets this opportunity apart from the rest of what's out there? You know what? That's a good question, folks. It deserves a good answer. Well, first of all, our product has been in the industry for over 26 years. There's not many companies out there today that can say that. Our business opportunity has been around for over 14 years. Again, we're way past the norm there. You know what? We have a real product. 3 different packages that will take you just about anywhere you want to go. Now, once you're qualified, you do not have to share your profits with anyone. You know, that's not so in most opportunities. You're always sharing that money with them. It has real income opportunity right away, from $1,000 to $9,705 every time someone says yes. No waiting 2 to 5 years to be in the profit, and no $9.97 checks at the end of the month. We're paid daily. Daily. Not once a week, not once a month, like most of them do. And we're paid first. Your client's going to send that check to you. You take your profit out, and then you order the packages. There's no inventory to store in your garage. It's drop shipped for you. Folks, there's real training, one-on-one as well as live calls, and hundreds of recorded training calls. You have the ability to set your own hours and days that you want to work. All of this and so much more. Diversification. You know, most home-based businesses are just that. You're working from home, one way, period. Not so here, folks. There's many ways to do our business. You know, the first way is to actually work from home doing live dials, as we call them. This is where you pick up the phone and call people that have asked for information on a home-based business. I'll tell you, this is a great way to get your business off and running right away. Now, does that mean that we're all salespeople? No. We consider ourselves informational tour guides. We actually just direct people through a series of information in the form of websites, presentations, and telephone calls. At the end of the process, we ask them if they see something they like. If they do, we get them started. If they don't, then we're just on to the next candidate. Pretty simple process, folks, that anyone can do. It's real simple. Can you refer people to a website and a phone number? Of course you can. Maybe you'd like to do some home parties. Maybe you'd have a Polynesian theme with everyone wearing leis, maybe have some fresh cut pineapple, maybe with a virgin frozen tropical drink for everyone to sip on while you play our DVD that explains our fabulous products and or our business opportunity. At the end of the event, you have a great chance to make some real money instead of getting a couple products or two for all your trouble. Your guests are all going to leave happy too, because they're all going to leave with a 3-day vacation, and some lucky winner, they just want a cruise. Now, do you think you'll have any trouble booking another party? Not at all. Maybe you'd like to get out of the house and do a little business-to-business marketing, as we call it. Imagine being the expert on how your product can help other businesses out there become more profitable. You know, we can relate to any business out there and show them by having our product how to make more sales. Maybe how to save a sale that's gone bad. Maybe to reward customer and employee loyalty. Maybe to help them curb excessive absenteeism. And also to reward themselves for a job well done. Do a home and garden, maybe a travel, leisure, or boat show. Maybe you'd like to have a booth at the state or county fairs. Imagine not only making sales to the public coming through, but having all the vendors there asking you how you're getting so many people to stop at your booth. That's because you're giving away complimentary vacations. Now, maybe you might like to do hotel meetings, where you might have 20, 30, 40, 50 people, prospects that show up. You do a presentation. At the end, you may have 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 prospects ready to go right there and then. Now, folks, times that, times $9,705, and see what you have. Incredible opportunity here. You know, there's so many ways to do the business here. It's absolutely incredible. You know what, truly, it is only limited by your imagination. Now, go ahead and listen to what some of the successful directors are saying about our business, and enjoy the slideshow as you're listening to them. Listen, after you've finished the presentation, get back with the person who sent you to this site. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, my name is Randy from California. Now, I've been a teacher and a coach for the past 22 years, and even though it was a good job, like most people, I was still living paycheck to paycheck and usually ran out of money before I ran out of month. From the early 90s to about 2005, I was involved in several other businesses, mostly MLMs, and I must say I failed miserably at all of them, primarily due to the nature of the business. I then found Coastal, and in a couple days from now, I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary. When I first started, I joined at the premier level, and within the first month, I became a premier director. A couple of weeks later, which is now about 6 weeks into the business, I went to my first seminar in Orlando, Florida, and it was at that seminar that I gave my director a check and stepped up to the platinum level. And I met the people that I was hearing on the calls and found out that they were real people. And my belief in the company and in its leaders and everything that I learned there caused me to come home with a new level of belief and excitement. And within 2 to 3 weeks, I had signed up my first 2 platinum members and became a platinum director. And my business started growing from there. About 5 weeks ago now, because of this business, I was able to walk into my boss's office and tell him that I was no longer in need of his services as my boss, so I fired him. And I have a new boss now, which I must say is a really good boss. If I've worked extra hard and have done a good job, I just look in the mirror and ask him if I can take the afternoon off or take a 3 or 4 day weekend, and you know what? He's never told me no. I now work this business about 3 to 4 days per week, about 25 to 30 hours per week. I'm a single dad and have my son full-time. And my first goal was to be able to quit my job so that I could be home with him and be able to go to all of his school and sporting events. You know, I didn't want him to grow up under my nose and then realize it after it was too late. So if that's your goal, to be able to quit your job, to be home with your family, or whatever your goals are, then this business will allow you to be able to accomplish them, as it has for me. Thanks for letting me share.
Hi, this is Peggy from Ohio. I wanted to talk to you about the awesome product we have with Coastal Vacations. The package has more than just vacations. It takes care of almost every aspect of your vacation. Everything from discounts on your rental cars, discounts on dining, everything from fast food like Taco Bell and your pizza restaurants, through sit-down, TGIFs, other chains, all the way to sit-down mom-and-pop places. While you're on vacation, you always have to eat. So therefore, use your package. We also have discounts on movies and canoeing and miniature golf with our recreation card. There's also discounts on skiing and golfing, other recreation activities that you may want to do. Also, I have discounts on groceries in case you decide to stay at one of the thousands of condos that we have available to us. So you even get discounts on the groceries. And, of course, your vacation accommodations. This is a total savings package for your vacation. So make sure to check out every aspect of saving money with the Coastal Vacations package. Thank you, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to listen to this. Have a great one.
Hi, my name is Dan from Ontario. I'm a new director. I'm also a travel agent, and when I saw this package, I realized how good it would be for a lot of my customers to give them a very good travel experience instead of just going out to one situation where they could be at a one travel experience. But with the travel package with Coastal, they can travel all their life with this package, and it's a very good situation for them. And how I became a director was plugging into the Coastal system itself, the official situation where you're on the calls, you're learning from the leaders, and I also got onto the COA network so I could have my own websites that I could send both my regular clients to as well as new clients if they were interested in having more than just one travel experience. And Coastal is a fabulous package for anybody who likes to travel. And when I realized that I could help people out also making money from a home-based business. It was a perfect situation for everybody. And I'm really thankful that the person who showed me the Coastal package realized that even though I was a travel agent, that it would be a good thing for me to have.
Hi, this is Kim in California, and I just wanted to share a quick testimony of this incredible vacation membership that's in our hands. I actually wanted to help my cousin out with her honeymoon, and I was really excited. My husband and I thought this would be such a great gift, and we went right into our membership. We pulled out a cruise. She really, really wanted to go into the Southern Caribbean, so we looked to see how we could book that. Now, we send in our registration well in advance to do a 7-day cruise out of Puerto Rico. Now, this cruise was amazing. It left from St. Thomas. It left from San Juan, Puerto Rico, went to St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, Dominica, Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Kitts, and then back to San Juan, Puerto Rico. And it was just amazing. And so we went ahead, registered that for her. The complete cruise for 2 people, 7 days, as it comes with our vacation, was a mere $599 total for 2 people. That was the taxes and service fees. However, once we got ready to actually book the date, my cousin, who was a little behind the ball, it was only 5 weeks before her wedding, and she finally decided to go ahead and do and secure the cruise. And fortunately, our vendors are so wonderful. They worked with us, and we ended up not only getting that cruise that comes in our vacation as it does for that $599, but she wanted to upgrade. She upgraded to a room with a balcony, and it was a suite on board the ship. Let them know that it was her honeymoon that she was going on, and they upgraded her to that suite. They also included several other onboard credits for her. Well, I can go on and on with the things they added, but it was fantastic. And this, again, is 5 weeks before she's leaving on her honeymoon. And they upgraded that room to the room with to the balcony. Then they were upgraded to an actual suite. Then they added on their insurance and all of those things. Well, with all of that, the total for their honeymoon was right about $1,500, and that's for 2 people, not per person. $1,500. So we decided to go on and see what would that cruise cost, being that it's 5 weeks before they were leaving. And we found out, one, that we couldn't buy the cruise, but we looked to see, okay, well, what if they wanted to leave a couple of weeks later? That same cruise that they could not buy for the same time period because they were already booked, but they could buy for about a month and a half later, was over $4,500 for that same room. That savings alone saved that's a whole package. That's a membership right there. So for $1,500, they got what they weren't able to buy from the vendor directly because they were sold out. And if they were able to buy it even a few weeks later, they were going to be paying $4,500. I don't know about you, but that to me is well worth the price of the package. And needless to say, we went ahead and booked ours not too long after, because seeing that incredible savings and the incredible honeymoon she was going on, we thought, I think it's time for a second honeymoon ourselves. And we were able to take advantage of a very, very similar situation ourselves. So if you're looking at this membership for yourself, for your friends, knowing that you can share it with your family, it's worth its weight in gold, believe you me. So, again, it's Kim from California, and I am wishing you the very best and a whole lot of fun with your new membership. Welcome to Coastal, and enjoy the ride.
Hello, this is Al with Coastal Vacations from Dallas, Texas, giving you a quick testimony on how we got started with Coastal Vacations over 14 years ago. Now, when we got started, we simply just run an ad in the USA Today. Our technique was 3-line and 4-line ads. They're very inexpensive. You can run them around your city, your state, your county. A great way to get started with a program. And our ad read this: would you be pleased to earn a $1,000 commission on a $12.95 sale and sell a product with now we could say over a $15,000 value? 14 years ago, I remember they were saying $3,000 value or $4,000 value. Now the value of this package has grown through the roof, over a $15,000, $16,000 value, and still growing. We said work from home, be your own boss. If you didn't make $3,000 last week, call me. Or if you didn't make $2,000 last week, call me. We ran that ad in USA Today on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got something like 70 to 80 calls, people who called wanting more information on this program. And out of that, we brought into the program about 14 sales. Now, the way we did this, we plugged them into all the tools Coastal has available. They've got 3-minute recorded messages, testimony lines, websites, fax-on-demand services, nightly live conference calls, training calls, Q&A calls, and many, many more. We've got so many tools in this program, it's hard not to make it. So out of this, again, we brought in about 14 sales, and we worked with those 14. They were running ads, 3-way calls over to us, and we turned something like 15 sales into 30. We helped them make their first 2 training sales. We turned 30 sales into 60. We went over 100 sales, over a 6-figure income, and it was about 4.5 months. Now, the thing is here, we never ran another ad. So, folks, the program is great. We got longevity with Coastal. Jump in, watch your group explode, plug into all the great tools Coastal has available, and we will see you at the seminars. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Susan in Alabama. I was introduced to Coastal in February 2006 after I'd been online looking for a way to make some extra money to help relieve my overworked husband. I knew there had to be a way for me to stay home but still earn an income to help pay off our debts and help get us financially independent. I was skeptical at first, but did a thorough review and was ready to get started. However, it did take a few months to convince my husband that I'd done a complete review and that Coastal wasn't some sort of scam. He finally saw how passionate I was about it, and we joined in September. We came in at Premier, but within 2 weeks upgraded to Platinum once we realized that we could be earning 3 times the money for the same amount of work and effort. Right away, we began to see the true value we have in Coastal by saving some of our friends $800 on their 25th wedding anniversary cruise to Alaska. And in our business, we were able to make $11,000 within our first month. I don't know. All I know is that with Coastal, personally, I feel that God has truly blessed us. I'm a part of something that is working toward making a positive difference in the world. I've made wonderful friends who are more like my second family, and the profit potential is endless, so there's no limit to what impact we can have on accomplishing our dreams and goals, plus being able to help others do the same. Thanks, Coastal, and God bless.
Hey, folks, this is Laura out of the great province of Ontario, and I am just calling in today to share a testimonial of what the product has done for my husband and I. September, we got to stay at Summer Bay Resort in Orlando, Florida. We booked a condo, and we booked a condo for 1 week. We went on that stay, and folks, we saved $966.54 in just that 1 week stay. It was absolutely awesome. It made me believe in the product. It made me want to travel more. It was absolutely amazing to go to Florida. And in the winter, we went in March and we went in September, but in September we absolutely saved $966.54 in that 1 week vacation. Another thing we did is we had a bonus vacation that we got, and we stayed at the Royal Celebration Inn on Lake Cecily. We activated our bonus vacation. It was called My Personal Vacation, and we stayed for 2 nights on Royal Celebration Inn on Lake Cecily. It was a motel room. That was basically all it was, a boxy motel room, but folks, it was well worth it. We activated that certificate, and the bonus vacation, we paid $10.92. That is correct, $10.92. Folks, that is $5.45 per night. Where can you go and pay $5.46 per night? I just wanted to phone in today and say thank you, Coastal Vacations. We love it. Traveling for pennies on the dollars. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Coastal.
Hi, this is Steve from Indiana. I would like to give a quick testimonial regarding the incredible training we received with Coastal Vacations. To begin with, the sheer number of weekly training calls given by our super staff of Coastal directors and advisors who take the time from their busy schedules to help us succeed is simply unbelievable. From live dials and guest speakers to webinars and in-depth training on all our marketing tools and so much more. Then we have the seminars. To someone who was relatively new to Coastal at the time, this was simply invaluable. The training was incredible, along with motivational speakers, but best of all, the chance to speak and pick the brains of successful members who have been in the business for years was truly incredible. For anyone new or even members who have been with Coastal for a while, the seminars are a must attend. Thanks for letting me share.
Hi, this is Mike from Colorado, and I wanted to take the time out to talk about what Coastal means to me. Coastal is, as you all know, is about travel, and we got a great pay plan, you know. But what you don't know is Coastal is about people, people helping people. Not one person in Coastal has not failed to share what they have experienced or loved or done with and through Coastal. What has that done? What has that done? It's given people vision, their dreams back, their desires. But here's the thing I want to talk about as far as the people of Coastal. You will not find a finer class of individuals. Well, you know, you may have some few good friends, that sort of thing in your life, and God bless you for that. But what I'm talking about is I didn't realize what Coastal was really about until this year. February of this year, 2009, I was involved in a rollover car accident that claimed the life of one of my 4 boys. I had 2 of the boys with me at the time. We were all sent to different hospitals. My youngest and my oldest boy were hurt pretty bad, and one of my middle kids died in that car accident. And it wasn't until I was there all by myself at a hospital, because my wife had to be at the hospital with my youngest son, that I understood the true value of Coastal. See, Coastal was there when nobody was there to say, Michael, you can do it. Coastal was there to say, Michael, you have worth. At the lowest point of my life, Coastal was there. I can't say that much about many jobs that I've had in the past. Yes, there are good people out there, but I have not met a finer class of individuals. So what does Coastal mean to me? Some of these people I have never met, but yet they took the time to pour into my life, unbeknowing my situation. But they took it a step further, because once they did find out what was going on, some of these people, like I said, I've never met. There hasn't been a day that has gone by that there has not been an encouraging word given to me and poured into my life, so that I can also take that and pour it into my family's life. So what does Coastal mean to me? It means a lot. It means family. So if you're looking at this for the first time, get back to the person that put you on this testimonial line and thank them. Because when I say you struck gold, you have. Thanks for letting me share. Thanks for listening.
So do yourself a favor. Make sure you get back to the person that sent you to this site. It is true. Your vacations, your future. They're both waiting on you. Remember this, folks. Listen, if you don't change something, nothing will ever change. Somebody once said the definition of insanity was to keep doing the same thing and expect change. Take some time, folks. Get all the information you need. Get back to the person that put you on this site, and I know you'll be glad you did. Looking forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world with us. Goodbye for now.